Hey, you guys, it's KingLeague86, aka Rain. Welcome to a theory. This is one of my theories on Mcjuggernuggets series, My Virtual Escape. Now, guys, we're getting close to the end of My Virtual Escape. I think we have either 2 or 3 episodes left, and it's getting really interesting. And also finding out what's happening at the very end of that video that we just seen. We've seen Arachnid and Isaac finally in Haven, and they hear the Overlord. And now they had to make a choice: either kill Arachnid or let him live. Now, I've seen a lot of the comments that you guys have been sending me saying that in the Bible story, Solomon, Arachnid's character, obviously, I think his name was Solomon, I believe. He sacrificed Isaac, but somehow Isaac was brought back alive. So I have a feeling that maybe that's what will happen. He's not gonna kill him. I think he's gonna let him win. Because, to me, I have a feeling that he will be brought back because his dad went back into the game. Now, which, strangely enough, he's going to come back as a servant. I'm convinced that he is the Overlord. But the real question is, why? Why is he doing all this? Well, on that point, I'm not sure. But hey, enough about that. Let's talk about my theory about the truth about Eve. As the title suggests, I've been rattling my brain after watching episode after episode, trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this world, what we're watching in this series. Yeah, we see Isaac put on a virtual reality helmet, which is like in regards like the movie Ready Player One, where we see people and even the company actually put the helmet on and become different characters. Like one of the characters from Overwatch. We see Goro from Mortal Kombat. We see Chucky the Kill a Doll. And we also see Mechagodzilla and Gundam. And we also see them drive different cars, even from movies or even old cars. We see the DeLorean from Back to the Future. We see the motorcycle from Tron. That was like that. But I'm still trying to rattle in my brain is, what is Eve? We actually found out that Arachnid was the one who created Eve. And we all know it was Alex. It's not Solomon. I'm sorry. It's not Solomon. It's Abraham. Abraham was the one who sacrificed Isaac, but Isaac came back alive. This was in the Bible story. So I have a feeling that we might see that in the next episode. But the real question is, why did he create it? I know we found out Eve means everyone's virtual escape. But the real question is, why did he create it? And also, we now find out that he just wants the respect and the notice that this is his work and he needs to be recognized for it. Now, I'm trying to run on my brain is, what is Eve? Now, I actually said in the reaction video of Haven, was that what if the real world is actually a game and we're just seeing their virtual world become part of a different universe? Because as we've seen how Adam somehow was transported into the real world after that EMP bomb was set off. So that kind of makes me believe that maybe the real world is a game and the virtual reality is just like a figment of somebody's imagination. Now that's the first thing I want to say. I said on the first thing I said was in the Haven reaction video. I said, what if the real world is actually a game? And that virtual reality thing is just a figment of somebody's imaginations or a creation by somebody else, which we all found out that Arachnid was. Because how did Adam, a bot who was a tutorial in the game, how did he get to that world? Well, in Isaac's real world supposedly, how did he get there? Yeah, he said, I'm a real boy, and I'm sure you guys have heard me sing, I've got no strings to hold me down, to make me fret, make me frown. I have strings, and now I'm free. And you know how the song goes. But that's what I think. I think the real world is actually a game, and this virtual reality segment is just another tool to go into a different universe. Now, second, I've rewatched all the episodes of My Virtual Escape, and it kind of makes me wonder about one thing. Actually, you know what? Actually, maybe I can show you right here. As you guys may have known, I'm actually on the very first episode of My Virtual Escape. It's called Paralyzed. Now, I want you guys to take a good listen to what Isaac said in the beginning. Take a listen.
Dreaming. It's a weird thing. We do it so much of our life that we don't even understand it fully. We close our eyes and our mind takes us to some far-off land, some imaginary escape. Some of our darkest fears realized in a nightmare. And then other times it can be the greatest feeling in the world, where nothing matters, you have no anxieties, it's just whatever is present. It's wild to think about that when you're in a dream that you usually don't know you're in it until it's over. For a moment, the dream is reality, and reality, maybe that's the dream. My name is Isaac. I probably spend more time than the average person sleeping, but one phenomenon that always intrigued me is the recurring dream. I always have this one dream. I'm not even present in the dream, I'm just looking like a spectator. I have no control over my own life, but I just see a piece of paper on a table. It's inviting me to Hawaii or something for this virtual reality test beta program. I swear I've had this same dream 10 different times. It seems like as I sleep more and escape, I tend to dream more and more. To be honest, it probably means nothing. After all, I spend most of my days playing video games in virtual reality. I'm also a content creator with millions of subscribers, and I do gaming videos.
Alright, guys. Remember what he said? He said that there's a recurring dream where you keep dreaming the same thing over and over again. And what he just said is, in one dream, I feel like I'm a spectator where I have no control of what's around me. So that is the one that this tells me that, what if this is a dream? What if Isaac's actually dreaming this whole thing? But and also we also found out that he was in a coma somehow, and he was in the hospital. So it makes me wonder, what if he is dreaming? But look at this. This had me thinking right here on the dreaming part. We wish to send you out to Hawaii to our test facilities. Test facilities. So what does that tell you? What if, well, this is what I believe. This is the second thing I want to talk about. What if Isaac is dreaming? What if we're actually seeing the actual dream that Isaac's having? And it could be that, because Isaac said he's been dreaming a lot. He's the one person out of everyone that dreams a lot. But there's also an explanation for that. Now, the one thing I want to bring up is what you're actually seeing is not an actual not the episode of I'm not going to show you the clip of Batman. This is actually like a screenshot thing. Now, this is an episode from Batman the Animated Series where Batman was chasing the Mad Hatter, and somehow the Batmobile got into a crash, and then Bruce woke up. He saw his parents standing right there, and everybody was happy. He finds out that he's a doctor working at his dad's company, Wayne Enterprises. And he found out he's actually getting married to Selena Kyle, which, as you guys know, is Catwoman. But then one day he looked outside, he saw Batman, and Bruce had no idea what's going on, because we all know Bruce Wayne is Batman, so how is he there? So he thought he was going crazy, but then he later finds out that, wow, it's over. I finally woke up from this nightmare. I'm not Batman anymore, so I can be peaceful. So as he was reading the newspaper, he actually can read it. He looked at all the different books. He finds out he can't read it at all. So when he went to the bell tower to go talk to Batman, they were fighting each other, and he finds out that the Mad Hatter was actually Batman in disguise. And he tells you that, is this a dream, or are you, I can't talk right now, are you the dream, or are you a part of somebody else's dream? So that kind of makes me wonder, remember the lesson is, are you the dream, or are you just the figment of somebody else's dream? And as you can see right there, when he jumped off the clock tower, because as you guys know, when you're in a dream, you can't get hurt. He actually did that, and he woke up, and now he's back to a facility, as you guys can see, a facility that controls his mind, and also the dreams that he had. Now, the reason why I say that, guys, is because What if this is a dream? What if Isaac is dreaming about something? And also, the one thing is, we haven't seen the sister yet. So the real question is, what if the sister's dreaming and Isaac's just part of the dream? It could be anything, guys. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. This feels like a dream. But now, the one thing I have to say, I know what you guys are thinking. It's not a dream. I actually believe that now because, to me, a part of me believes that this is actually a dream. Or maybe he's like how Batman was. He's just sitting on like a operating table with this helmet on his head, and he's dreaming. You remember, the Mad Hatter can actually control the dream. Boy, I can't talk right now. I'm trying to explain myself. Now, if you guys are wondering, yes, that's what happened with him. And then we gave it to Gordon and said, "What is this?" He said, "The stuff that dreams are made of." So the real question is this a dream, or is this just a different reality to what Jesse has created? As you guys may have known, that we've seen a lot of different series that Jesse has created, and then we find out later that all the series came together in The Devil Inside, because we've seen him turn into different characters, and then at the very end of the series, we've seen the devil get rid of all the characters except for one, which was Isaac, which we had to choose who to save, Psycho Kid or Isaac, and then we chose Isaac. And like how the devil said, I just want my son Isaac to have a chance to tell his story. And as you guys may have known, the virtual escape is kind of like the story that the devil has been talking about. This is the actual story on how Isaac's life has been. So, in essence to that, I believe that maybe it's not a dream. Maybe it is just as you guys may have seen on the actual video on Haven at the very end, which was a secret ending, just like how the Avengers were. Well, actually, all Marvel, actually. We've seen Malachi come back alive, and as we've known, the portion on that article said there was a portion of the brain that was gone from his head. So maybe that's how he's alive, because there's a large portion of the brain that's not there, so that's why he's not dead. So what if that portion of the brain is actually the section where the dreaming is? Now, if you guys are wondering about that, on Batman, when he found out on that show that on that picture that I just shown you, Bruce Wayne figured out that this is a dream. And he said, "How can you figure this is a dream?" Because reading is part of the right side of the brain, where dreams go on the left side. And he said, "So?" He said, "So it's impossible to read something in a dream." So, okay, maybe that theory right there we can scratch off, because Isaac can read that. And also we've seen him read the message that Leah left in the yearbook. So let's cross out 2 right there. So what if it isn't a dream? But as you guys know, he said he's not in control. And let me go back on that section right there.
Life, but I just see a piece of paper on a table. It's inviting me to not even present in the dream. I'm just looking like a spectator. I have no control over my own life, but I just see a piece of paper on a table. It's inviting me to Hawaii or something for this virtual reality test beta program. I swear I've had this same dream 10 different times. It seems like as I sleep more and escape, I tend to dream more and more.
See, he said the more that he dreams, the more that he sleeps, he keeps dreaming more and more. So that kind of makes me wonder if he is dreaming. Now, the real question is about Malachi. Now, I'm sure you guys remembered in the very first episode, we seen this. We seen a kid running down the street, and then all of a sudden, a car comes by. Now, right there, we've seen right there that the car just whizzed by, and hit somebody, and that was Malachi. As we guys found out, this was Malachi. But there was one part of a video that I've noticed. Let me show you guys.
We got Kevin.
Now take a listen to this, guys, because the way we've seen this video, this is where the devil chooses a new cameraman. Watch.
Keegan, Nick Penis, Brad Marshka, Jesse Costello. Come on, Jeffrey, speed it up, and Andrew Davis coming at you for Group Beta. 5 new cameraman contestants.
He said Group Beta, which I find really unusual. And also, let's go back to the actual part. I want to show you guys something. Now.
Oh shit. Who fucking does that? Somebody kiss it.
Respect.
Why in the sea is a person laying down on the road, 2 guys standing over? I'm thinking, now why in the hell would people be filming this and not helping? He's fine.
Now, we've seen right here where he was laying down. And although we didn't see the actual houses when they drove off, they must have been from a different road. But I'm just giving it a heads up of what I think. So, on that specific episode right there, we can see that that street that we just seen was actually the same street that where he was hit. But let's go back for a while. Okay, from the looks of it, we are in the back. We are on the back roads. Bam. And now, from the looks of it, yeah, it looks like a government truck. As you guys know, if my Keemstar plays the news guy, he was actually that. Now, I'm almost done, but I want to show you guys something else. Now, who remembers the episode God's Plan, where we actually see Malachi and where Arachnid shot his legs? I want you to take a listen to what Isaac said to him.
Give it back. Thanks for this. Give it back. Give it back. You're dying anyway, Malachi. At least now I'm not responsible for it.
Now, you see right there, it kind of makes me wonder what he meant by that. Let's go back on that point. This is where we see...
You get the Oh, what is this? What is this, Malachi? I fucking knew it. Payback's a bitch. Give it back. Thanks for this. Give it back. Give it back.
Listen.
You're dying anyway, Malachi. At least now I'm not responsible for it.
So that kind of makes me wonder if it is a government car that Keemstar has said to have run over him. But you guys may have remembered that episode where when he was watching that episode of the news, he looked worried. So what if Isaac was the one that ran him over? So, guys, that's my theory about E.V.E. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe I might need a clear idea of what I believe E.V.E. is. I said on the first one where I think the real world is a game and the virtual reality is just something that has been created as a reality. And also the second one, I would like to scratch that off, but I have a feeling that it might be that. I think it might be a dream. Or, okay, now, I think I'll say it was a dream, but when I talked about how Batman had that contraption around his head, like a virtual, like a helmet, to make him dream this and make it look real, that's my third choice. What if this is going to a test facility? What if they actually have him laying down on an operating table with that device on his head? What if he is dreaming? What if he is What if he is in this facility that is making him dream or making him believe that this whole world that he's on is actually real, and he's experiencing all this? That's what I believe. I mean, you can be surprised on what I think. I have a lot of different theories that go through my mind, but that's my idea. So hopefully it might be true, because hey, we got 2 or 3 episodes left. Let's see if we're right. A lot of you guys have stated that it might be a dream. I believe it's a dream. It might be a different thing, but we will see soon. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction gameplay. Drop some likes on this video if you enjoyed this. Only 2 or 3 episodes left, and we will know the truth. We will know. As you guys know, the truth will set you free. And maybe it will set Isaac free. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, stay positive, guys.